That was Elena. She is upstairs now, pretending to read a book. Her husband is in his office. He has been waiting for tonight for 9 months. He knows what she heard. He arranged for her to hear it. The next confession is his. Listen for what he is proud of. Listen more carefully for what he does not yet realize.
I want you to think I'm the villain in this story. It will make what comes next easier to hear. My name is David. My wife is upstairs. She has been pretending to read the same book for 40 minutes. She is not reading. She's trying to figure out who I was on the phone with last week. I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to tell you why she was always going to hear it. I have been married to Elena for 6 years. We met in graduate school. I was finishing an MBA. She was finishing an architecture degree, and we were the kind of couple our friends decided to call perfect on paper. That phrase always meant the same thing in our circle. It meant they look right together, and we cannot understand why they're together. Elena thinks she stopped loving me at some point during year 5. I stopped loving her in year 4. I did not tell her. I have spent the past 2 years being polite about it. I'm not asking for your sympathy. The man who is polite for 2 years inside a marriage he no longer wants is not a man who deserves it. I want you to look at the bedroom nightstand on my side of the bed. There's a small ceramic dish there. Elena bought it on a trip to Lisbon 5 years ago. I have been taking my wedding ring off and putting it in that dish every night for the last 8 months. I always put it back on in the morning before she wakes up. I have been counting the days until I can leave it there. Her name is Sofia. She is married to Thomas. Thomas is my business partner. We started a marketing consultancy together 9 years ago. He is my best friend in the sense that we have been in the same rooms for a very long time. The affair began at a dinner party Sofia hosted 12 months ago. Elena and I went together. I drank too much, which was unremarkable. Thomas talked too long about a client, which was also unremarkable. Sofia walked past me in the kitchen as I was rinsing a wine glass, and she put her hand at the small of my back as she passed. That was it. That was the moment. The smallness of it. I knew immediately. You will think I am exaggerating. I am not. There are people in your life who you have never asked the question, would you? Because you knew, without ever asking, that the answer was no. Sofia was never one of those people. I had not let myself notice that she had not been one of those people. The next morning I texted her, "Thank you for hosting." She replied, "Come for coffee on Tuesday." I went on Tuesday. I'm not going to describe what happened in her studio that afternoon. I'm going to tell you what happened after. We sat on her couch, and she made a French press of coffee, and we did not talk about Elena or Thomas. We talked about a building I had walked past for 10 years and never noticed. She had painted it 3 times. She showed me the paintings. They were better than I expected. I did not say that. I went home. Elena was on a work call. I made dinner. We ate it. I said nothing. The first time was supposed to be the only time. It always is. It was not the only time. For 12 months, it has not been the only time. There's a hotel near her studio that we use. There is a specific room. Sofia chose it. She likes consistency. I have learned this about her. She likes objects that stay where they were put. I am one of those objects. 3 weeks into the affair with Sofia, I came home one evening and Elena was in the shower. Her phone was on the kitchen counter. It lit up. The name was Marco. I had not heard her speak that name in years. The message on the lock screen was 4 words long. "I'm thinking about you." I put the phone down. I went into the office and sat down and did not move for a long time. I want to tell you my first thought was anger. It wasn't. My first thought was good. I called Sofia that night. I told her. She did not react the way I expected. She said, "Are you going to confront her?" I said no. She said good. I did not understand at the time why she said good. I understand now. For the past 9 months, I have been steering Elena toward leaving me. I do not say this with pride. I say it with the precision of a man whose job is to read what people want before they know they want it. I have become more absent, more polite, more roommate. I have given her every signal a person can give without ever saying the words. 3 weeks ago, I overheard her on the phone with a friend. She was laughing. Not her party laugh. The other one. The one I had not heard in 2 years. I knew Marco had become serious. I knew she was falling. I was waiting for her to fall hard enough to leave. Then Marco ended it. I do not know why. I have heard a rumor that his ex-wife is back in his life. Julia, I think her name is. I have met her twice, but I do not know if the rumor is true. What I knew that day was simpler. If Marco was gone, Elena would crawl back into the marriage. She would be unhappy. She would stay. She would not leave me. I had to act. I had to act in a way that gave Elena permission to leave without ever having to say she was leaving because of someone else. I called Sofia from my office last Wednesday evening at 6:42. I left the office door open. Elena was downstairs in the kitchen. I knew she had been crying. I knew Marco had ended it that afternoon. I said, I told you. It's done. I'm telling you it's done. We can finally be together. I knew she could hear me. That was the entire point of the sentence. I want you to know that I felt good after I said it. I'm admitting that to you because I will not admit it to anyone else. The next morning, Sofia called me. She did not call me at our usual time. She called me on the office line, which she never uses. She said, I'm coming over. She came to the office, not to the hotel. She closed the door behind her. She sat across from me. She said, I need you to do something for me. I said, yes, before she finished the sentence. She asked me to leave Elena by the end of the month. I said yes. I believe Sofia loves me. I believe these 12 months have been mutual. I believe she has been waiting for me to choose her the way I have been waiting for Elena to release me. I am, I think, the most clever person in this story. I think I have outmaneuvered everyone. I think I have arranged my own freedom in a way that costs Elena nothing. She will believe she chose to leave. She will believe she found her own door. I will be the bad husband she walked away from. And that is the gift I'm giving her, and I am proud of it. I'm telling you this because I am beginning to wonder. I am beginning to wonder why Sofia waited a full year to ask me to leave Elena. I'm beginning to wonder why she chose the office, not the hotel, to ask. I'm beginning to wonder what she meant when she said good 9 months ago when I told her about Marco. I'm beginning to wonder what Sofia is when she is not with me. I have not had this thought long enough to call it a fear. I am calling it, for now, a question. I'm telling you this because I have not told my wife. Because in 2 weeks, I'm going to sit her down at the kitchen table and explain everything in a voice I have been practicing in the mirror. Because when she leaves me, she will think she chose it. That is the most generous gift I can give her. It is also the cheapest. I'm telling you this because I think I'm the smartest person in this story. I might be wrong. Marco is going to tell you he didn't know. He didn't know about Sofia. He didn't know what Elena was walking back into. He didn't know what Julia was about to ask of him. Don't believe him. He knew something. He didn't know all of it. None of us do. The next confession is his.
That was David. He believes he is the smartest person in this story. He is not. The man you are about to hear has been arranging his exit from one woman while being arranged, quietly, into a new life with another. He thinks he chose her. He didn't. There is a pregnancy test wrapped in a hotel napkin in this story. He has not yet asked himself which hotel. Listen.